Well, good morning. So Hilton Fiji Beach Resort and Spa typically employs 545 team members, and we have about 280 at DoubleTree by Hilton and Sonaisali Island as well. So of those workers, nearly all have been laid off to different extents, but at the moment we're open for weekends only, so we're only able to provide meaningful work for about 25 to 30 of those workers every weekend. So it's pretty desperate times in the West. On the weekends we have 25 to 30 team members come back in to help us run the business for the weekend. We do have some full-time workers, but they're predominantly our security team. So we have a fairly strong security team there, 24/7. So that's about half of those. And then for the other workers, we're able to bring in some of our chefs, a few food and beverage attendants, somebody to work in reception, some room attendants in housekeeping, and a few maintenance people. So between 25 30 people out of that 545. So it's a massive reduction in the number of hours we're able to offer the team at this time. So we promote our hotel specials on the Love Our Locals website, as well as Facebook and Instagram, and we do some newspaper advertising as well, just to try and drive some little bit of incremental weekend revenue. It's been going okay. It's not full like typical tourism times, but we're not in normal times. So we're very happy to have any business we can get on the locals to help stimulate some economic activity in the West. Yeah. We do have plans. So we're planning to open on a full-time basis, so 7 days a week, from about the third week in December right through until the first week of January. And then we'll reassess. If there's still enough demand, we'll continue to stay open throughout. Otherwise, if demand falls away, we'll drop back to weekend business until the international tourism returns. But yeah, for the festive season, we're open. We're going to have all outlets open and all the activities as per normal, but all for the locals. We've got some special Christmas package rates coming out next week, so we're just finalising those this week, but they're going to be really discounted compared to other years over the festive season. There'll be some really surprising great rates in there. And we expect to be very busy. We know a lot of people are anticipating Christmas coming up and planning already for their break with their families. It'd be great to come across from Suva or anywhere else outside of the tourism belt and come to visit us and really support the community in the West who are desperately in need of some economic stimulus. Yeah, so that's a part of what I'm doing in Suva this week. So we're visiting a lot of our corporates and government organisations and really letting them know that we're open for business to hold the year-end gatherings, whether it be a year-end party or team building exercises or a bit of meetings and team building combined. We have some great facilities at DoubleTree Resort, Sonaisali Island, where they can do things which are quite unique. They've got horse riding, and really uniquely they have paintball. So at DoubleTree Resort we have paintball, target shooting and everything, which corporates really love. We get a lot of corporate groups coming through, stay for a couple of nights, have their retreat, and then they do a bit of horse riding, paintball, tennis, and other activities. Yeah, target shooting's always at the boss, I think. So yeah, thick jeans and lots of masks on. Yeah, that's a great question. So obviously the resort has almost no revenue coming in, so it's quite devastating in terms of the impact financially on both the business and for the owners of the business. For the team members though, we're very mindful that we've still got some corporate responsibility to do whatever is possible for us to support our team members. So we've had a couple of programs in place. The first one, at Hilton Fiji Beach Resort and Spa, the villas are individually owned. So all the villas have a villa owner. And what we did, we reached out through our owning company. We reached out to those villa owners and asked if they would be like to contribute to a pool of money that we could use to provide basic food and amenities for our team members. So we went out to the villa owners in June and asked them to donate. We gave them some bank details and we put it into a special fund for our team members. So then in late July, we were able to do a really big food hamper distribution to our team. So we called all our team members back in and we distributed, I think it was about 24 kilos per team member of all the essentials that would help them just to feed their families and to get through for a few more weeks. We did 245 packages at about 23 kilos each. Yeah, it was about a $25,000 fund that we've been able to raise the money from. And also, in addition to that, our owners from the Vision Group very generously topped up that amount, so that soon we'll be able to do a second food hamper drop for our teams, both at Hilton and at DoubleTree Resort by Fiji, Sonaisali Island. So both our spas at Hilton and DoubleTree have we've absolutely slashed our rates, because what we want to do, we want to create an environment where locals can come and really experience what it is that the international visitor has when they come to Fiji. Why do they come to Fiji, and what is it they enjoy so much? So we really want all our locals to come and experience that. This is the best time to do it. Our prices will never be like this again. So for the spas, for example, normally a 60-minute massage at the Hilton or DoubleTree is around $199, but at the moment it's $46 for a 60-minute massage. You can come and get a pedicure or a manicure also for $46. I mean, there's so many different options on the menu. I can't memorise them all, but to say it's 50 to 75% off is incredible. And the spa is really busy, so we have a phone number for the spa, and all the menu is on Facebook and Instagram. So if people are interested, they can have a look there and they'll see all the pricing there, the contact number, who to call and how to book. It's been really popular. That's been a great success story for our locals. We've even had carpools of ladies coming up from bar. So they're halfway from bar to the Hilton. They call and say, hey, we need a booking. And we say, we're booked out. And they're like, but it's too late. We're in the car. We're halfway there. You're going to have to fit us in. So the spa team stayed back till 9, 10 o'clock at night to accommodate these ladies who drove up from bar unannounced. It was quite funny. But yeah, it's been a great story. So best time to come and experience the spa as well. It's a real treat. Well, we need to survive, so it's really about, there's quite a significant holding cost whether we're open or closed. The resort must be maintained, we must have security, we must look after our plant and machinery, we've still got to manicure and look after the gardens to maintain some level of presentation. So how long can we last? It's a difficult question. With no revenue coming in, it's extraordinarily difficult for the resort and for the owners. If international tourism starts to trickle back from Q2 or Q3, July next year, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. Yeah, we just need to tighten the belt and really pray that lots of people from outside of Nadi come to visit Nadi. And I think initially it was a bit of shock for everyone. There are over 30,000 workers laid off within the first 2-3 months of the pandemic. Initially, I think people were not upset, understanding and realising that it's beyond anyone's control. It's not the resort's fault, it's not the Fiji government's fault, it's just a global pandemic and there's no more tourism, international tourism. So initially I think there was acceptance, but sadness, a great deal of sadness, and a lot of anxiety and stress about how people are going to support themselves and their families. I think over the last few months, and because we've kept engaged and in touch with our team members, like when we do the food hampers and things, they come in, we put on a barbecue lunch for them, and everyone gets to come together and have talanoa and really reconnect with each other. And the excitement and the joy in their faces just to be back together is amazing. But even talking to them individually, they're just so positive about, they say to me, hey David, it's okay, we get it. This is nobody's fault, and we'd forgotten how to farm. Now we're back farming in our backyards, and we had to pull out all the weeds in the trees and really re-establish ourselves and rethink how we're going to support ourselves and our families. So very positive attitudes, but very much looking forward to brighter days ahead. Yeah. So good spirits, but yeah, really hard times. It's quite sad to drive around Nadi and Denarau and all the resorts, and it's like an empty place that it feels like it's almost closed down, which it has pretty much. So you come across to Suva, and I got a real buzz when I arrived here. Even on Monday night, it's alive. There's activity. There's people everywhere. There's people out shopping and in restaurants. Then you go back to the west, and it's like, oh, it's so quiet here. There's nothing happening. So we really need people to come in and help support the Nadi. No, I just really think, reaching out to everyone and saying, think of where you might spend your dollars during your next long weekend or your next Christmas breaks or any other special occasions you might be celebrating. Please think of us over in Denarau and at Sonaisali Island, and we'd love to see you there. We've got some great specials out there for the locals, so take advantage of it while it lasts.
What are the rates like?
Oh, rates from at Hilton. So we have rates from 218 per night with a complimentary upgrade to a one-bedroom villa. Includes breakfast for 2 adults and 2 children, free Wi-Fi, late checkout. The villas have washing machines, dryers, kitchens, barbecues, separate bedrooms. So really comfortable, big villas, and they're all beachfront. You know, at Hilton we've got 1.8 kilometres of beachfront there, so everything's spread out. There's 23 swimming pools, but the rates are really, really good. That's about 1/3 of our normal rates. So a great time to take advantage. And at DoubleTree, $159, including breakfast for 2 adults and 2 children under 8, and a whole range of other activities up there as well. It's a really good time to experience a resort getaway in Fiji.